goodness I have a lot of gas. I have no idea where we are.
Hello YouTube! As you can see, this is a beautiful day that I'm driving, and why am I doing a voiceover? Well, it was so nice I actually forgot to talk while I was shooting this video. So I'm going to do something different. I'm going to talk about a project that I did over this weekend with my other bike. That's the bike that you saw in my first vlog, the Sportster XL 1200C. I don't like the stock pipes, the exhaust pipes, because I think they're a little bit too long. Plus they sound kind of like a lawnmower, so I decided to order some different ones. Looked around a while and I decided on a company called Vance & Hines. They make all kinds of performance mufflers that really give a good character of sound and give you a boost in horsepower and all that. I'm not too worried about horsepower, I just kind of like the look of those and the sound of them. One thing you'll realize when you buy a Harley and want to work on it is you don't have the right tools. I'd say the most important thing to have is socket extenders so you can reach all the strange angles that these bolts live in. I don't know how anyone with standard tools would ever be able to work on the bike without breaking something here and there. So to remove the pipe, the first thing you have to do is disconnect the electronics. Fortunately, Harley makes this really easy because they put all these plugs on there. You just unplug it and make sure that the wire is free, then you can pull away any hardware part. And pulling away is not as easy because you have to undo these bolts. Like I said, they're really hard to reach. There's two in the front cylinder and two in the back cylinder, and those are the ones that hold the pipe directly into the cylinder head. I had to use two different size extenders, 4-inch one and a 9-inch one in the front. So, who knew? Anyway, once you get those bolts off, then it's just a simple matter of undoing all of the other bolts all the way down the pipe. Each of the standard ones had 6 in them, so when you clear the pipe away from the hole, you can see all it is just a big hole into the cylinder head, and that's where all the sound comes from and all the gases escape. It's really fascinating stuff if you're into motors. The pipes themselves are held onto the bike by these mounting points. They're just really long pieces of metal, at least on stock. The new set comes with this really nice small bracket, and it only gets held onto the bike by 2 bolts. It's very simple and very clean. I'd have to say the job of taking the pipes off was slightly harder than putting them on, only because you don't know what you're really getting into until you actually see it. It took me about 3 hours, and I'm very satisfied with how it looks. I think the newer pipes are much more modern looking. They're not ridiculously long, and the style, the way they are staggered together, I think is a lot more neat than the two widely spaced, really long exhausts. I do kind of miss having the chrome go all the way back to the back end of the wheel, but I think this will do for now. When you put the seat on, you really catch the lines of the pipes and makes the bike look like a little bit of a hot rod. Well, now this is the part where all the gearheads are interested. How do they sound? I'll just put up the original and then the new ones. These are the original pipes. Not too bad. And this is the new set. difference is a little bit subtle. The new pipes have a deeper, more baritone sound. The original pipes, I thought, sounded a little bit more agricultural. Well, let's be honest, they're both agricultural. But while the original one sounded like a loud lawnmower, the new ones sound like a tractor. If anybody's thinking about doing this project, I highly suggest that you go ahead and do it. You can have a totally different look on your bike. This is the original with the long pipes, and here's how it looks brand new with the new shorter hot rod pipes. And like I said, the project isn't that hard. It takes a little bit of time, and if you're careful, you should be able to handle it. I think the next project I'm going to do is changing the air cleaner, which is the round looking thing in between the two cylinder heads. But until next time, happy riding!